Barefoot Bruisers. What's happening, guys? Got the DSK kickstand with that copper Damascus on with today. And a little McNeese, because I'm wearing a McNeese shirt. I don't know. Just put the shirt on first, and I was like, hey, you know what? I ain't carried that little thing in forever, so let me get it out. Oh, digging in my pockets here. Sorry. We just got back from a motorcycle ride, man. Hot Rod did. Sunday morning, little time to chill. Go out, get breakfast, have fun. It was the end of bike week this week. AZ bike week was this week. And I didn't even go. I didn't have time to go, which is kind of crazy, but is what it is. I guess it's just like knives. You go through the phases with the motorcycles too. So sometimes you want to do that stuff, sometimes you don't. Pretty much since I've quit drinking, I've not really been super big on going to rallies and that sort of thing. But it's just, what I used to do, I guess. I don't know what to do sober there. Anyhow. The challenge, the 40-day challenge, no buying or selling knives for 40 days. That's the whole challenge, right? The whole premise of the whole challenge. And I know that other people kind of augment the rules and make them fit, like Steve and I have to talk about it in the past. We got like broad rules, and then, you kind of sort of make them up as you go. This is going to be the hardest 40-day challenge ever now, because let's see if I'm going to bring it up close so y'all can see that's from. See that's from? It's to me, but it's from Mr. Heater, Todd Heater. Actually, it's from his wife, but that's my MOW 633 right there. Probably seen pictures on Instagram. But yeah, I got it. I just can't open it till Easter. And why is that a thing? Well, because it's still a new knife, even though it's pre-ordered. Like I ordered it a long time ago, and it just happened to hit in its 40 days. Wasn't planned or anything like that. But it's still a new knife, so I'm gonna wait till Easter to open it, which is this is probably the only knife that I've ever waited. Like I got it Monday, I think Monday or Tuesday, I can't remember. Maybe it was Tuesday. But I've had it for more than a few days, and I gotta wait 2 more weeks to open it. That's killing me, man. But there it sits. I'm not gonna open it till Easter Sunday, and I'll probably do it on camera actually. I want to check it out. I might not do it on camera. I don't know, but it'll be Easter before I open it. That's hard, dude. That's really hard, having a badass custom knife when your bros put together for you. you can't even look at it and fondle it, and I don't know. It's hard, but it's worth the challenge to me, and I think I'm going to try to do it all the way to Blade Show. Like no more. I mean, I ain't gonna say another trades, but I'm not gonna buy anything new until Blade Show. At least I'm gonna try to make it to Blade Show, and I might even, depending on what happens at the show, I'm very fine-tuned at this point. Like, there's not a whole lot of production. McNeese new, I don't know if you've seen the pictures of it for. He's got the Dixon, who used to be a custom model from him. He's coming out with a production model of now. I want to check one of those out. But like, as far as like buzz about a production knife, that's like the only one I can think of that I'm even really interested in checking out. Maybe something else will pop up at Blade. You know how that goes. A lot of people debut their stuff at Blade. But honestly, I think the doing the reblades and having like a creative outlet and actually, I'm not even making the whole knife, but changing it to a point where I couldn't, even a year ago. It's kind of satisfying that a little bit, because you get that newness and you get to, experience it or whatever else. Like, so Rick had borrowed that tier reblade. And as soon as I got it back, I changed it to the other blade, because I sent him both blades, but I'm pretty sure he didn't even open this one up. This is definitely the one I prefer. Just more goofy looking platypus, I don't know what you call it, blade shape. I just dig it better. I don't know why. And the only thing it really lacks is, the tip's pretty much right there, so you can touch it easily if you want to right now. So it needs a backspacer made for it. So I'll make a backspacer for it eventually. I got the mill. I'm going to say running again. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but it's better than it was. I was going to take y'all in there, but really there's no point. But just for those that are curious, I did get the new bearings and the races. I'd had to put the new races in. All that stuff takes a little time, because you got to figure out how you're going to do it, what the order of operations should be, what makes more sense, that sort of thing. Make sure the bearings are parallel to one another. All of the stuff that you normally do, doing that kind of thing. So it took me a little while to put it back in. I had a 12th hour run out to start with. I got it all back together. I got to make sure it's still tight. And I did use high temperature grease A couple of people recommended that, but like I'd asked y'all in general, but I kind of sort of was already leaning in that direction anyhow. But a couple of industrial mechanics, T-Mac especially, showed me the actual picture of what he used. So it was a simple little, run to the old shop to see if they had something similar, and they did. So that's what I got. Anyhow, the end result is better, but not like, it's not like super precision. Like I didn't expect that. You saw the things I went through to get it apart, or you saw some of the details I was showing, like threads being stripped out and that sort of thing. How I end up keeping it all together is y'all saw that it was the nut that retains it, and then it had like a little Allen key set screw kind of thing to go in there. So I just end up drilling it into the actual shaft a little bit and tapping all the way through and just getting like a thread or two in there, so where that actual set screw went into the shaft to keep it from backing out. I thought about using Loctite and that sort of thing, but I figured if it gets hot, that's probably gonna burn that Loctite out, or warm. I don't know how warm it gets in there. It shouldn't get that warm, but I don't know. But it does seem to run better, and I was able to true my table up, so the column itself to the table needed to be shimmed a little bit, so I had to put a shim under the back, kind of roll it forward to make sure that the quill is square with the table. All that's done, so it's better. I know most of y'all don't give a shit. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's improved. It's not great, it's just improved. So that was the goal. I just knew there were so many issues before. I couldn't get anything at all precision out of it. It was driving me crazy. Every time I swept something, I get different results. And the reason was the main thing to me was the spindle and the ways. I got both of those, as tight. I could probably get them tighter if I really wanted to spend time on it. But once again, relative to the machine, because the machine was kind of thrashed when I got it. So like I improved it. Okay, that's the biggest thing. And I haven't really been able to show you any kind of productivity. I started this knife a long time ago, but now I'm finally getting done with it. And this is Evan's S90 or S Mini. I'm sorry, S Mini. And the good thing about how I did this one is all the original stuff will go right back in it and work just like it did before. So this is essentially a different backspacer that's in it. Like there is, two pins in this thing, and they're counterbored from the inside. So like if you looked on the inside, if you put the original backspacer on it, which is only say that long, you will be able to see like a counterbore on both sides. But if you've seen other dire wares, he does a lot of the holes. Let's see, this one have it. Yeah, so like he has like random little holes and things. Let's see what this one does. Well, I put the holes in this one, but on the back side of this one, here you go. Another little thing, he puts little holes in. So it's, he does holes anyhow. So it probably just blending in, you probably wouldn't know the difference. But it's assembled. You can assemble this just to go like back to 100% back to normal. So I made this different stop pin, and obviously I had the reblade. This is 154 CPM 154F. And I've showed it before, but like I finally get it dialed all the way in. Pretty happy how this one came out. So I think I've showed you all the grinds before. I did have to go back and blast it because there was some areas I needed to square up and fix, and so they just have to work out that way. The gap in between the blade and the scales is so tight that when you roll it back in, when I first put this back together, like you get to that point where the detent rolls over the blade, and it would like roll the ball. So it would literally just roll the detent ball. How did I know I was rolling it? Because I was putting a flat spot in it, and that flat spot would disappear. And you could probably even see the way let's see if I can do it where you can see the lock bar. I don't know, maybe you can see the lock bar. You probably can't. The lock bar raises up, but internally there's the pin that goes into a little groove in there. It's like an over travel stop, but the way that Direware does it. And it's not allowing that ball to go. So they had to put the flat on it because not enough clearance in there for that ball to spin around. And it's still not, like I could get it better action, but it would have less detent feel for the close. So ultimately, I know I went past that area of how tight can you make this and still get good action. I like it as is. And it makes a little, I don't know if you heard the ting or not. This is a weird thing. I'm pretty sure it's coming off the pocket clip. I know I'm all over the place. Bear with me. If I pinky bank, because this thing's so little, if I pinky bank on down here where the screws are, the base part of that thing, and I finger flick it, I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but it does a little ting ting. But I'm pretty sure that's the pocket clip tinging, because it doesn't do it when I do the thumb. Back to what I was saying before. So the backspacer was twofold. One was when I went to go close it. Let's see if I can show you that groove for a second. So see this? See that little groove that kind of in the blade right there? That was originally supposed to sit that stop pin, the original stop pin right here. It kind of looks like it does still, but it's not touching. So he must have done, it's not exactly symmetrical circle. It's like an offset a little bit. So he must have done something where it just barely hits that pin, but it clears the rest of the backside of the blade. I was clearing the backside of the blade. By the time I got it cleared, when I mean cleared is like it won't rotate through, right? By the time I got it cleared, I was past the stop pin. So I knew I had to make a different way of the closing stop. Obviously the stop pin for the open is, you know, that thumb stud stop pin that's pressed in it. So I did this kind of like Strider. So on, you know, the inside of Strider's how you see it, it kind of bells out right there on the inside, then it comes back down into the backspacer. It's on the actual show side. That's essentially what I did here. I put, you know, there's a pin here and a pin basically back in here somewhere. But on the inside, it kind of swoops down and back up. And then you can see where the screws would have been, let's see if I can show you that way, right on top of where that blade was. So I just grooved that backspacer. So I don't know if this will come out, the crappy light I got, but I'm gonna try to make it work for y'all. Anyway, I don't know if it's going to show it the backspacer or not, but that's one of the first things I did on that mill. I took my wood cutter and kind of cut a little groove in there. You know, it's not a CNC, so I wasn't able to make it look good, so I had to chase it with the Dremel and kind of blend some of the stuff that you're not able to do manually to follow the curve you want to follow it. You know, you're kind of doing it a little blind. But anyway, the process is done, and I'm super happy with both the detent and the action on this one. It's a funky little thing. But honestly, like as small as it is, I've got as much blade packed into this little handle as I could get. And that was pretty much the main objective. You'll see, like, can you get any more blade than that? Like, I can't fathom trying to get any more than what I already got in it. Like, it's pretty much as I can get in there. It has got a little bit of a, you know, the kukri-ish kind of angle. Similar to what that tier reblade was. But I'm pretty happy with that overall. This is one of the ones that I got done, and like I got this done last night, and I just hadn't been able to put it down. Like I just want to flick it and play with it all day long. So like it's that to me tells me I did something good. Like I did one, and I just can't stop, you know, messing around with it. Like it's gonna be a fun one, man. I think Evan is gonna like this one. So I hope you do enjoy it, Evan. But I really do personally like it a lot too. See what else to talk about on that one. I think that's pretty much the struggles and the woes on this one. Just glad I got the mill back to be able to do those things and get it dialed in. Super happy. Obviously, I just blasted the backspacer and tumbled it. And then on the blade, it's just the same thing, blasted and tumbled. Nothing crazy as far as finish goes. I could have like acid stone washed it or something like that, but I don't know. I think that look kind of goes with this. And that's an interesting scale pattern too. I don't know if you've ever seen it close up, but that's all done by hand. That's not CNC'd or nothing like that. It's all done by hand, which I really personally like. I'm not so much into the textured like CNC stuff because I don't know, it just seems like it's just more generic for me. Like it's just like, I don't know, it's like buying a sticker at the auto parts store of a skull and putting it in your back of your truck. Like, yeah, you got a skull that everybody else could go to AutoZone and pick up for, or Advanced to pick up for $3 or $4 or whatever a sticker costs. I don't know, it just seems, it's just not my thing. So like when I see hand done stuff like that, I'm more into that. Like it's just, for me personally, like it's the hand touches. I've gone over it 1.5 million times, but like customs is more about the hand feel and the touches, which is why I'm still staring at that heater box. Like that MOW is sitting right there. It's just like a staring hole through me, I swear. But yeah, this one came out really good. So now that the mill's back up and running, I'm probably going to ease back into a few things I need to finish. So I'm going to do that backspacer for that tier reblade. I might let this one go. I don't know. But I'm going to do it the way I want to first. And then whichever one I decide to keep, this blade or the other blade, or, you know, if someone decides to buy one and they want one blade or the other one, I'll try to keep the other blade and then possibly see if someone else has a tier. When he started making these, there's two different frame styles. So this is like a longer one, and the other one is like a chopped one or something. I can't remember the difference, but I remember back in that video I did years ago when I was on the tiers, I went over the frame differences. But if someone else has one like this style frame, maybe even I might be able to rework one of those and make it work in another one. But I don't know if I could or not, like lock face and that sort of thing. But I may have an extra blade, or I may just let the blade go with it. I don't know. I need to make a lock bar insert for this one. So yeah, while the action's still good, and everything works as it should, it's just the lock slip. So it's fine as far as using, but like you could push it and close it up. So that, I think I went over this one already in video. I just need to make a lock bar insert for it. It's just really you can even look at it, like half the titanium is just kind of like rounded off, chewed off kind of thing. So just need to make something to fix it. Other than that, this one should be good. I believe Carco has already got his dibs on this one, but we'll see when it comes down to it. But I'll probably end up parting ways with that one as well. let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, I guess I might as well get into it. I've been doing Sunday videos for so long, it's kind of like everybody expects the Sunday videos. Let me turn this down a little bit so y'all can see me. I've been doing the Sunday videos for so long, everybody kind of expects it to do on Sundays. Starting the 27th of this month, so I guess 3 weeks from today, we're starting a new work schedule, trying to try a new thing for work, which is going to be us working Sundays. It's kind of sort of going to be slow to probably start with, so I may still have time to do Sundays videos, but eventually, I'm gonna say probably before Blade Show, I'm not gonna be able to record a video on Sunday. So the question I posed to you guys is, you still want Sunday content? Should I keep y'all want to still see the videos on Sunday, or you want me to post them when I do them? Because I don't know that there's going to be a regular day I can do a video. It's probably more like what I can get done in the evenings or whatever days I get off, depending on the work schedule, to do a video. Or I can just keep it as it is, just post it on Sunday. It should be like basically, half a week off or from my actual time. So I don't know. I'm contemplating doing that because I do like the Sunday things. But when I started posting Sundays, there was nothing coming out on Sundays. Like 4 years ago, I think, when I started this channel, roughly about this time, there was hardly any of content that I like to consume on Sunday. So I would sit around bored wishing someone else would do some videos. I'm like, hell, I'm gonna post my own video on Sunday. That's pretty much how I started. I don't think I started right away during the Sundays. I did probably, 3-4 months of just trying to figure it out, and then I started regular Sundays. I think the regularity is something that people like, but honestly, not a lot of people really tune in this channel anyhow. I think a lot of the people that are subscribed to this channel were probably for the regrinds at one point. Various things. Obviously, I've changed taste. I'm sure other people have changed taste. Like I'm subscribed to a lot of channels that I don't watch, but I'm still subscribed to them. I don't know. So I'm appreciative of all the people who do watch, whether it's once every 3 months or every day, every time. All y'all appreciated. I think I'm gonna call it there. It's a little bit shorter of a video. I kind of expected this one to go long, but it didn't. I'm just kind of still wishing I was in the wind riding. So I think that's probably what's gonna end up happening as soon as this video gets done. So y'all be cool. See y'all next week. See y'all.